So for here, I'm gonna break. I didn't break it again. It's gonna happen. I'm telling you right now. That is at some point today. I am gonna break my leg. Hello, everyone. This is Fallen Dice, and welcome to episode 57 of our Rebirth playthrough of 7 Days to Die, The Purge. So just kind of taking a look at how things are situated after the the monster progress day we had yesterday. So again, things are looking really good. We've got the funnel of death functioning really well. I think I was cooking some more stuff. Nope, I need to cook some more stuff. Yep. So I'm going to take some more here, get that cooking. Yep, get that cooking. The other thing is I commented on how I had killed the Seeker and then the loot disappeared. I have a sneaky suspicion. Yep. Did not disappear. It went where it's supposed to. So, all right. So, what's the plan for today? I want to start working on my actual base here. The problem is that I put this kind of in where I want things to be. So, like I said, this is kind of like the feature that I was looking for, is that where our base is going to overlook the city. So, it's going to kind of spread out across over here. So, we need to move this. But I don't want to move it just to move it again. So, we're actually going to start over here. Base, I gotta come in here. Basically, up here, do I even have a way of getting up there? I kind of sworn I had a spot, but all right, there you go. Around about here is going to be the base layer of our new crafting base, and it's going to stretch out this way. So the width of our death funnel here, which I believe is 13, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yep. So for once I did an odd number, not an even number. Oh my goodness. How did I not break my leg? Oh my gosh. Those mods are great. Okay. Oh, that was not what I was trying to do. Okay. So yes. So that's going to go up there. So what I need to do is I need to build out across here. I also need to build down there and then extend our level of the base up here to that point, and then as well I need to add the rest of our supports. So I've only really did the supports here for this part above the death funnel, but I really need to do this for all of the rest of ours. So trying to think, I think I want to get this done first. So I need to get this other leg of our base down over here so that I can fully extend the base out here. Then once I got this over here, I can put the footprint of our new section of that part of the house. Again, it's probably gonna take a couple episodes for this to fully kind of be able to realize of the layout of what I'm trying to do. Because normally I would set everything down in wood blocks, layer it all out so it was kind of, I knew where it was, and then I could kind of tweak it as I go. But in this case, to be able to lay the footprint, I've got to get this moved. I'm going to do that stuff off camera here real fast because I don't, kind of the repetitiveness of placing the blocks and everything. We'll keep recording again. If something happens, it'll be there. And then I'll come back once we're ready to actually start talking about the layout of the Horde base up there and what we're planning on doing. Okay, well, first interruption. Cool thing is we can actually work on our pistol, I guess. Well, I think I need to put a sound source in. Hold on, let me turn the volume down a little bit here. Yeah, it seems a bit excessive there, but I may for sure need to look into getting a silencer on this. I've had quiet weapons for so long. Actually, I wanted to try this. Got loaded up. And I put this here. Cool. Let that also get some kills, hopefully. And I Also, I did remember that I forgot. I still need to craft the aura mod for the Techno Geek. Oh, jeez. Yeah, looks like we're going to be here for a little bit. I mean, I could switch to one of my other weapons to speed this up, but I think this is probably going to be the easiest way for me to level this weapon up. Is going to be in situations like this, where I've got them kind of stunned and lined up. I do need to get rid of her though. But yeah, I think honestly I should. I mean, with a few of the, few of these wandering hordes, so to say, I could probably level pistols up fairly quickly like this. The baton's going to be a little bit more difficult, but we'll see kind of how that goes once we get out into the POIs. And then at some point I'm going to have to go probably reload the turret. And it probably wouldn't be a bad idea to get the other turret I have and get one on either side kind of working together on this. Oh boy. The one thing that sucks about revolvers, they have such a small magazine. Okay, we're probably going to get our explosion-proof zombies out of this. The other thing, too, I got to think about with this weapon not being silenced, I think just firing it's also going to raise my heat level. Cause me to get more screamers. Yeah, every one of the zombies that makes it through without getting stopped by the electric fences is one more closer towards getting the trader unlocked. Alright, there we go. Okay. Yeah, as I say, I think this might be quite a bit of these things that I'm going to be dealing with. Alright, so I got the leg of this in, and then I was in the process of kind of elongating it. I think I have to go one more this way. So I realized that as I was building this that I never really kind of went out over the edge of this, and that's part of my platform as well. So I wanted to get this part built out so I've got the full platform to work with. I keep doing that. All right, but anyways, I'm gonna get back to work. Okay, so I've got the floor put in. I think I need to move you first. I guess I need to repair you first. And I think I just picked that up off the out of that bag. And we'll grab you too. Oh, actually I have to break you, don't I? Alright, let's dump what we can just to save space. Okay. I moved the helicopter as well. That was in my way. Let's put you down. Alright. So like we said, we're going up. So what I need to do is put a hole here. So this is going to pretty much now go up into our crafting area. Let's get this here. Yep, so we'll come up into this. So what I need to do now is I need to extend over the lip here. I think we're just going to go at the plate and then flip it around so it's upside down, except for it looks like I got to break a few things here. Okay, with those broken, we'll drop you guys in. Plan is for this to be the first thing, so the wall is going to go up here. So at this point, we're good to go with actual regular blocks. So I'm just going to put these kind of in place right now to give us our dimensions. We still got to do the got to do a bit of work down here on the bottom as well. And the other part is so again, just because this is up on a hill and we got this, you know, really beautiful view that we're overlooking, I'm going for a real modern look. So it's gonna be lots of windows and stuff. Do I have a wire tool? I do not. I need to move that as well. There we go. So yeah, I might as well. No, that's going to be a floor here soon. Let's just stick with where the wall or the ladder should be. All right, so I need to turn you off, pull you guys out, pick you up, and it's just gonna be a quick little move. We'll just stick it right over here. Say rises in the east, so this is definitely pointing the wrong direction. I should totally face it the other way and put it closer to the edge so it gets the sun longer. Okay, that should be good. And I don't know if that actually, if they put that much effort into it for 7 days, but why would we take chances? And this will be easier once to go in, although I hit that one pretty simply. But it'll be easier to go down once we get the set of blocks that are going to be going down over here. All right, so up here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks, so we've got to go another 8. So these are no longer needed to be there. Get those out of the way. Alright, and I'm going to start by doing this here. So this gives us so we need 8 blocks here, and then once we get those down, alright, I lost count. Two more. Okay. I need to get more wood blocks. So that's, there we go. Yeah, I like to, when I'm first kind of laying something out, I tend to like to use the wood blocks because I can move things around a lot better. These cobble blocks have made things easier to build, but not as far as laying them out. So I'm kind of going with a combination of inside outside to really get some texture and feel to it. So right now I'm just laying this out. We'll do a little bit more once we have this up there. So first off, I've just got to get the foundation. So it's 3 blocks inside, and then the same thing over here. For now, I'm going to do this. I don't know if I'm going to stay, because again, like I said, we're using the wood blocks because we can tweak, so I can move things in and out. I'll have to find out which areas I want to be able to have the inside wall, be able to place things on, versus the other side, because there's going to be the extension of the house. So we'll be able to tweak more. What I do know is I am going to need, and first off, I need to figure out where the where this is. So if I did that, that is underneath a supported block. That'll tell me what I need to know far as up here. So where was that? Okay, so that means this here is there. Another thing I'm going to do is underneath all those, I'm going to run some of those thin little pillar things up the corners of them, so instead of making it a plus sign that's fully structured, it's going to be a 3x3. Okay. That means that it's centered here, but it also goes out to there, so I can go here. So what I'm looking for is I want a block that's basically down to bedrock, and I think it's probably this one here if I were to break that apart. But then that means I can use this, and actually I have a feeling it's right here is our, yeah, that's our supported block there, which means this will be a supported block here as well, so that's going to be as close as we can. I need a little bit of space based off of what I'm trying to do design-wise, so that will work. So for here, I'm going to break it. I didn't break it again. It's going to happen. I'm telling you right now, that is, at some point today, I am going to break my leg. I suppose what I could do is I could just nerd pull up with the wood block and then stack it this way. Basically, I just need to get it up high enough to run my floor. Okay. Are those not full blocks? There's a full block. There we go. Yep, I need to go up one more to put this on there. Okay, gotcha. And we break it. This here actually is going to be... Oh man, I hate how fast the day's going. So the ones that I actually know what for sure is going to be there at the moment, I'm going to put in the cobblestone. Did I not get what I wanted? I wanted that. There we go. Gotcha. So it's going to be like this on both this corner and the other corner. Okay. Except for I've got to break you down. Cool. All right. And again, so we figured out that that was supported. And then over here, that's our supported, and over here, that's a supported. So kind of gives me a feel for where the structure supported stuff is. This is centered, so this is still going to be and this I know for 100% fact, yes, this is going to be on the outside because I want to be able to, because it's going to be glass here, and I'm not going to put anything against the glass, but I would like to be able to put something. Oh, Droney, you're going to really get in my way here, aren't you? Come here. I hate how they have to get underneath you. Like, I get in front of you, but I hate how they have to get underneath you. Okay, but what this is going to do is it's going to allow me to put like an actual, some kind of block, so to say, or decorative that I can put against that. And what I plan on doing is, all right, hold on, let's do this first, and then that. I'll probably put like sheets down from whatever I put there decorative wise, so it'll still be a full structure down there, but it'll still let me hang something. Okay, and then I gotta figure out how to get up here. Keep forgetting I can jump a bunch. Okay, so we're coming out to this level here, so I'm just gonna run this across here right now. So this what we're blocking out here, this is our new storage room, which is a lot bigger than it was than our previous ones were, and that is intentional. All right, so I'm gonna have to, and I built that on the outside, right? But again, same thing over here. It's gonna be glass with some other features on everything, except for these are kind of like structural blocks, but I want to be able to still hang stuff on the inside of them as well. Yep, so let's remove that, and I think if that's going to go on the outside, for now I just need to take this block away so I can take it all the way up. Okay, so that matches that. Eventually I'll have a corner thing to match that, and then I'm going to do like a thin thing that goes up and down to kind of tie in these panes to give it kind of a look there. Alright, so that I think right now is everything that I can do far as support wise, unless I want to, and I may change my mind at a later time, so I'm going to put it on both sides right now, just because what I don't want to do is if I need to change it later, and then I don't want to take the chance of having the upstairs, because I am not building directly square. If I didn't already have this here, I would design this to basically have my corners centered on these, which I can't do because this is already here. So I'm kind of forced to do things this way. So with that, because of that, I'm being extra cautious when it comes to this kind of thing. So I'll probably do the same thing here. Oh, come on. Yeah, again, for now. And we can always change that later. But this should give us good, and that means I can put my blocks on the floor, and then when I come back, we should have the ability to start putting in storage and workbenches. So I'll probably end up doing that overnight just so we can get out and do some purging stuff as well as the building. But this will at least give us what we need to get that off the ground. And then on our tomorrow's episode, we can actually go ahead and start laying out the rest of the mansion up here, because it's going to be quite a house. So let me get my floor built out here. I'm going to do the walls real fast. I want to try to see if I can't quickly get this thing at least blocked out so that tonight I can maybe start bringing over some of the storage stuff, and then tomorrow we'll be able to just go straight into the building the actual base that is going to the base that we're actually going to be living out of. So, all right, I will see you guys in a little bit. Okay, well, we got some work there before we actually ended up with some seekers. So I don't know if I want to fight them with the handgun or not.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
I think I just want to get these guys killed. I think I'm more concerned with that than I am with anything else. I'm also thinking I need to do something. I need to give myself some kind of picture for down below, because I cannot see at all what's going on down below. Oh, the dogs are fighting them. That's what's going on.
All for control.
Yep. And I've got to figure out what to do, because this is the one zombie that really kind of messes with the whole horde base kind of design. Wow, I'm getting the 3 or 4. Holy cow. Alright, let's just switch it over. Yeah, because they can spawn anywhere around them. That includes inside the base. So that usually when I'm done fighting these, I'll find a bunch of them that are just outside of my base somewhere. That's not a good thing. Yeah, right there. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. They like to spawn up above me. Okay, let's just try to get these guys taken care of. I'm almost positive I'm going to get a screamer right after this too, I bet.
Master, we are not alone.
Yeah, you can see them. They're all above me. All the ones that they spawn are above in my base. Okay. Is that all the main guys? Alright, now I gotta go up and clean up this mess. Yeah. They all spawn up here and get kind of stuck. Okay, it's everybody up here. Do I have anything over here? Is that all of them? Okay, we're good for now. Alright, so head back up here. It is 17:15. I got this far on the wall before I got interrupted by that. You know what? I think we're gonna skip off on the purging today. We'll just make this a base day, because there's a lot that we got to get done. Again, I don't want this to turn into another 2 weeks worth of episodes in the winter biome. So we're kind of getting to that point where I need to really start pushing on this base. So I am going to keep working on this, and I will pop back in. Oops. Oof. It's so dangerous. I have no harnesses. I'm not properly attired. I need to make sure I leave. Because I think I'm going to give myself a temporary kind of way up here. It won't be there once we get later on as we get further along into the design. But for now, I think it'd be nice to have it. All right, so now we're at this point of the build. So we're going to start off by going 1/2. So the half blocks are going here. I'm going to lay flat. And only on this back area, because again, this is the back side of the horde base, but it's also going to be the roof. So this is going to be, the roof is going to be this half block high. And the reason for that is the next, and I'm probably going to have to go down and get more blocks here. So we're going to go with 1/4. And eventually we're also going to have to go with 1/8. Okay, so if you ever kind of like one of the cool features of like a lot of the modern stuff is like the little lips that kind of stick out and things. So that's what we're kind of going for here. But this will be what we rest on. There we go. And let me grab the 1/8. And we'll come back to the half at the end. Perfect. It's a good thing I can place blocks in front of you, otherwise we'd be having problems there, Biscuit. Okay. Looks like I need to eat. Yeah, let me grab some food real fast. Actually, drinking I think is more important. So apparently I don't go through food as much, but I definitely go through drink. Now, the thing we're going to find out the most here, support-wise, is when we put this roof in, because we have this entire area completely, call it uncovered, or I mean unsupported. I am going to get rid of that now. So coming down here, I want to go, there we go. So I'm going to do you like in the middles. You'll get the reason why in a sec. And I'm probably going to have to grow some more or do some more dyes to complete our storage up here, because I guarantee I do not have enough storage chests to go across this entire top here. Part of the reason doing this too as well is this is going to structural support. Glue is a key thing when it comes to things like your steel and concrete and whatnot, because it can hold out horizontal. But vertical, it doesn't matter what something's made of. Everything, as long as it's connected, it provides vertical. So that's cool. All right, and then put just regular blocks here in the corners, and then it'll be storage boxes all the way around the rest of the way, except for now we will fill in the top with these. Like I said, we'll find out when we get towards the center to see if we have any actual issues with structural stuff, if I have blocks that start to kind of fall or don't want to stay positioned up. But the cool thing is, I hate when I do that. As soon as I get this roof in, technically I can start moving our storage over. And then that means that I can tear apart the storage that we have right down there in the bottom. And then in our next episode, we will be able to start laying out the foundation and then start building walls and stuff of our actual house. Yeah, I'm going to have to go down and get some more blocks in a sec. But we definitely did get some cooking, so we should be good to go. So anyways, I'm going to keep doing this, and I will be back here maybe when we're ready to start moving stuff. Okay. Looks like we are safe. So like I said, we're going to come down here I'm going to put up like a temporary, which means I should probably get the wood if I want to make it temporary. Temporary stairs. And I probably am going to have to actually break down some of these blocks. Oh, maybe I didn't. Yeah, I did. This whole thing is... Yep. Cool. So now we can get up inside here. Alright, how many boxes do we have? 17. That is definitely not going to be enough. Yep. Let's see. What we can do... Let's across there. We can actually kind of play. It doesn't have to be full storage all the way around. Let's kind of play with this a little bit. I'm probably going to have holes here for a little bit until I'm ready to fully fill it in. But I could put some other things here for temporary and then take them back down. So we do have a lot of our cabinets as well. Yep, 31 cabinets. And some of our other things too. So, yeah, I think we'll do that. I'm going to put up some of these for some stuff that we don't really use a lot of. And then we'll definitely come in afterwards and replace them as we get more of our actual storage chests made. But this for now, I think we're going to have a lot of stuff. Because I'm really going to separate it now. I am going to separate things much more than I did before. So, and technically, we can even put in some of these types of things. Because I don't need this much space technically for all of our workbenches. So what we could do could put a couple of you guys. Let's see. So if we decided to make this for some bulk storage, and then we can throw in a couple of those for just for looks. Yeah. All right. So what I'm going to do now, let me say, where do I want to... Let's put up here... Oh, I hate when I do that. Work, benches, and mods. And then this is going to be furniture. Cool. So that's going to be furniture, is going to be things like storage chests. But we'll put up our workbenches and stuff up here. And then I'm just going to throw all my excess stuff that I have on me right now. Let's see. What can I... Okay, let's make this all of our mod stuff for now. And then I'm going to put building blocks here. Wait, whoa. Why did... Hold on. Wait, no, you just went... Why did it sound like you just shut off? Yeah, you guys are completely full. I don't know, that was kind of weird. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and... My bed's over there, which is... I got to move my bed. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and move all my workbenches, storage, everything over here. Get all my labels done. I'm going to do this overnight. And I think that'll do for today. That tomorrow we'll come back in and we'll start doing a little bit of laying out of where things are going to go here. And then we'll also try to get some purging in. We'll do some real actual purging. But we should be good to go for that. I just wanted to get this out of the way so we could actually do small things. This was a pretty big thing in our way. It was preventing us from doing the rest of the stuff. So, all right, yep. So I'm gonna do that off camera. Well, like I said, tomorrow we'll be able to right back and get into things. But if you enjoyed this video, please go ahead and leave a like. If you haven't already subscribed, I'd appreciate that as well. But that being said, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.